again, there are a lot of abbreviations here, so you can see which one you would like to regress. And then before you select them, they always shows you the information about the abbreviations. For example, the PRKBV, that's the Kij binary parameters vector for Penrod. And the Kij equals to A plus B multiplied by T plus C over T. Okay, so you choose this one. And the element, let's see if I have some slide for element.
Ini yang berseparuh.
Prof, can I see the setup first?
What?
The setup.
Setup.
The one for parameters.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Professor, can I ask again about consistency?
Yeah.
So if we have a lot of data sets, we will choose the one which has the consistency test, right?
Yes, that's a more rigorous approach to develop your thermal model.
Oh.
I see.
Yeah, but for this course, you don't need to do the consistency check or do analyze the data quality. Yeah, assuming that they are all reliable, except for example, if you put a lot of data on a screen or on one plot, you may see outliers significantly. You can directly remove them. Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
You don't need to do the consistency check in this class. I just
Jadi
Uh,
udah ada langsung.
did you learn
upload
the
semuanya.
consistency
Oke.
check before? Or even hear about this terminology? No? Okay. Okay, then just for your reference. Okay. So, are you good with this?
Yang David
And then we are going to move to the parameters. So the elements, they allows you can see the element number of the parameters, A for scalar parameters. So here we press 1 because you can see the Kij equals to A plus B multiplied by T, and C over T here, that's elements 1, 2, and 3 for the parameters A, B, C. Okay.
Apa?
That's
Tadi ada 3 elemen berarti kita itu.
the description, it shows you that Kij equals to A plus B T plus C over T. That's the element. 1, 2, 3 for A, B, and C. Okay. And since we are going to regress data at one temperature only. Let's say that's only our data is only at 298 K. Okay, right? So we will neglect the B and C terms here. That's one condition. Okay. The other conditions you can neglect. You can only use the element 1 is that if the temperature range of interest is not wide. For example, 298 and 313K, that's the temperature range you are interested in. And the range is not differed much. And then you can stay with the parameters without accounting for the temperature dependency. That's acceptable. But using only one parameters to represent, because you are using one parameters to represent, to cover the data at maybe 20 or 30 degrees Celsius, 20 or 30 degrees. So you still have to check if the model result represent the data adequately. Okay, but you may come up with one question like, why don't we just add temperature dependency, right? But if you are a model developer, if you develop a whole process model, you will end up with a lot of parameters. Using as less as parameters allows you to save the computational time. That's why for the model developer, they always want to have less parameter as possible. Okay, but for sure you still have, with those parameters, you still have to represent the data and represent the data adequately or satisfactorily. Okay, because our purpose is to having a good model, not just having as less as parameters. Okay. So for the elements, we use the PR. We choose one, and the component or group is CO2 and methanol. And then you can, and here basically you can see the red sign disappears. Okay, that means you can execute the regression now. But you can also provide initial values, lower bound or upper bound of the values. For example, if we you remember that's the 0.023. That's the default parameters, I think. Okay, that's the default one. Okay, so we may try different initial values like 0.1. That's based on my guess. Okay, that's an arbitrary values, so no any meanings. And lower bound is -1, and the upper bound is 1. That's just based my guess again. And then okay, save, because when students face a problem like it shut down and closed for no reasons. So it's better to save the file frequently. So let's see. And after you define the name of the your model, and you can see there are different types of the file that you can save. That's APWZ and APW or BKB. Okay. We will select the BKB file and save. And that shows you that the BKB file you are saving in does not support the restart calculations from previous result. Okay, so that is to say, as you restart, as you restart your BKB file, you have to run the simulation again to obtain the result. If you choose, and the previous information will not, the previous running result is not saved in this file. Okay, but if you want to save the previous running result, you have to save the file as compound file, and your previous calculation result will be stored in that file. So when you open the file, you can see what's the history or what's the result you estimate before, you calculate before. Okay, so I think. Okay, after you save the file, you have everything on hand. You can execute. Let's return to the setup. Okay. And there is an option here. It's called run. You can run the regression. Okay. And then when indeed it shows results available already, but don't be happy too early. Okay, let's check your control panel to see if there is any weird information or weird messages. Oh.
Kok nggak bisa? Error.
Okay. Basically, there is not weird or not abnormal messages shown in the panel, except for the final SSQ. The information you got is 10507. Okay, maybe just 10,000. The definition of sum of squares here, that's basically the, okay,
Error.
basically you can regard the SSQ, I mean the lower SSQ, the better the result. Okay, so you only have a value of 10,000, but just keep that in mind. But you can see what's the regression result. Let's see, binary, no, regression. Okay, you go to the regression folder, and you can see the results here. And they give you the values of 0.0445, and the standard deviation is 0.002. Okay, and what's the result? Let's see. Let's see profile. See the profile. Sounds good. Let's see if we can generate the result using P. Okay, we are in the profile here, and then PXY. You click it, and then regression result. We choose regression result. Okay, later we will choose analysis result. That's okay. And the data plot onto the plot is BVLE013. Okay, so now
Error bang. Itu yang merah itu loh, pojok bawah. Si Arsa nggak ada ini, resultnya atau belum?
yes. Okay.
Regression result.
Sorry.
Before the plot, the regression result.
Yeah. Yeah, I choose the regression result.